What's going on, guys? It's Cody, Lonestardiggin, back here on the little job. So this gentleman that owns this place, he wants to dig a little tank, a little pond, should I say. Well, I'll try this again. My battery's died. When it says it's got 60%, I'll try to hurry. So this gentleman has a pond here. I'm sorry. This gentleman wants a pond here. And first thing I got to do is strip all this topsoil. There's a lot of coastal and stuff in here. And strip all this topsoil off. And so the way I'm going to do this is, I kind of wish I had a bigger dozer on this job. I'd probably do it a little bit differently, but so the water comes in from this side and goes out this side. So realistically, I'd like to just dig a big hole right here and waste all the material going up this way. But since I'm going to use what I have, I'm going to put a dam on this tree line side. That would be the west side. And I'm going to put a dam on the north side, which is the county road side. Kind of do like an L-shaped dam. The only bad thing about doing that, I'm not going to be catching the neighbor's water. All this is from this point going west. All this catches water. And I am going to miss all that water. Now I can catch a lot of it up there on the south side, making a terrace kind of coming in and catch it all. That property line, I would just do a straight dam right here on the county road side, but the fence line, the tree line is the fence line over here on the west side. So there's no room for me to make a dam, just a straight dam. That would be ideal, but he doesn't own that property over there. So just got to work with what I got. He can catch all this water all back up to the house, all this pasture over here. All this water can be caught. There's a lot of water that can be caught. I would say he's catching, I don't know, 75% of the water. I would say 25% coming from the neighbor. And just, you know, I wish it was different, but see, like right here, this is where all the water is coming in. So I want to definitely want to make this a kind of to catch this water. Make my dam over here on the west side, and then catch all this water coming in here. This is going to be like the water line right here. We'll have the water line up here, pond going that way. And then secondly, on my spillway, you know, I'm not going to put any culverts in for an overflow. And I can't make the overflow on the dam because, of course, that would wash the dam out. He doesn't want to spend the money lining the dam with some ballast rock or concrete, you know, to hold the dam. You know, that's not a good way to... I know it's not always running, but when it's running, I think it would just wash that dam out. So I'm going to put the spillway on this east side where it can fill this up and then spill around, come back down, and then go where it originally had planned to go. So I guess the first thing I need to do is start stripping some topsoil. So I will bring y'all along on this little adventure, little job. But I'm going to be using my little dozer and my little excavator. Probably have my wife come out some tomorrow this week and help some of that digging the core out and swinging dirt. She likes running the excavator. So anyways, guys, y'all stay tuned and I'll set y'all up. See y'all. Thanks for watching. So we're gonna continue on. I just shot with my transit and we need to continue on this way with the dam. So what I've done here, if y'all can see, I got my wife helping today. She's coming in here and kind of coring it out for me. Man, I can see very good into the sun. But I got it cored out here down to some good material. Now, I will say this topsoil, what I call topsoil that we have here, it's like, it's so heavy clay content that just using this topsoil is not like topsoil that you see dirt perfect and Chris moving. This topsoil is really clay based topsoil. Now I did strip all the grass and the roots and everything and put it on the back side of the dam, but I went ahead and dug this core out here. That's what my wife's over here doing now, is finishing this core out, taking all this material, laying it up on the kind of the back side of the dam, and then I'll come in there and knock it down. But what I'm going to do now is take some of this topsoil, clay topsoil. It's really like, I guess the topsoil here is really filled with clay. You can see how wet it is. You know, it's holding all the material. This is the type of stuff you get into underneath that, and it's kind of like a clay. I don't know. It's like a caliche clay, more clay. There's no rock in it, but I need to take all this topsoil and strip it uphill to give us some depth down here in the pond, get all the grass off of it, take some of this topsoil and strip it going up, kind of uphill. All this is kind of washed down here to the bottom anyways. If y'all can see up there, it kind of, the grass line kind of stops up there, and that's where all the topsoil had stopped. It had washed down here, and now that area up there can't grow anything. So I'm gonna strip some of this topsoil up that way and start pushing kind of like a dam while my wife's over here digging this core out. So while she's doing that, I'll be stripping some topsoil, guys. Y'all stay tuned. Alright guys, I got all that grass and crap stripped off there. So now what I'm going to do is, my wife kind of got this keyway cut out down through here. We're going to take this material on the right now and put it up on the dam. I'm going to be pushing up there, kind of get my slope, my dam slope up there, make it more of a slope now versus like a straight wall, now that we got this core cut out. So I'll let y'all watch some of that, guys. Y'all stay tuned. Alright, y'all kind of get the hint. I'm gonna do a little pushing and bring y'all back in a minute. This darn mud sticks to your blade. Sucker won't come off. I don't know how to keep it from sticking. When the ground's as wet as it is, sticky as it is, it just will not come off. So if y'all got any hints or tricks or tips, let me know. Morning guys, I'm down here in this corner, kind of digging this core out down here on the tail end of the pond here. Just trying to make sure I get all this topsoil, root mat out of the ground. Plus it's pretty cool outside and my excavator's got a heater. When I go that way. Well, this is some good black mucky dirt. It's got a lot of clay in it, you know, like content, but it's mucky stuff. Probably going to waste a lot of this material back up to the east where all this is pretty much, I'm sure, washed down from. That's why this has got so much black dirt down here in this low spot. Over 50 years it's all washed down here. Remember where I showed y'all up there on the grass line where the dirt kind of stopped and they always say if it sticks to your bucket, it's good material to build a pond with. And I can tell you one thing, this stuff sticks to your bucket, it sticks to the dozer blade. I don't know if y'all can see in there in that bucket full of crap. I try to knock it out each time, you know, I dump my material out, but it still just builds up. I think you could oil a bucket, but it wouldn't last long. Spray some Pam in there, cooking spray, it wouldn't last long. First couple scoops, it'd work. lot of dozer pushing I gotta do today. Wish I had a little bit bigger of a dozer. I could knock this out a little faster. I would say, as of right now, I've moved, I don't know, 1,000 yards so far, which I've only worked kind of partial days actually on here. Over there on that other side and put some more dirt up on the north side dam. Got all this kind of cut out. Stay tuned, guys. I'll bring y'all back in a minute. Alright, guys, I got all this area over here cut out and filled back in. This is over here. Of course, I got a lot of smoothing up, cleaning up to do, but this is to catch this water that's coming down through here. Y'all can see where all the water's come on the fence. But this should catch this water through the tank. So right now I'm just doing a lot of pushing with the little case. Just got a lot of trips, a lot of passes to make with the little dozer. So I'll set y'all up, get some video. Only bad thing is going to be right in the sun facing this way, so if the video's bad, sorry about that. But I'll get y'all set up on that. I'm going to just start filling in some of that core and building that dam up some over there with this material down here in the bottom. So y'all stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, the gentleman wanted a little more depth to his pond, so I come in here and cut this out about 2 foot. So I'll set y'all up on a little time lapse, let y'all watch me push a bunch. I got quite a bit of pushing to go. Alright guys, I pretty well got the bottom of the pond dug. Now I'm going to go up top, slick that side off. I started to this side already, but I'll set y'all up on a time lapse and let you watch me slick some of that off. I kind of got this hole dug for them to swim in, but I'm going to slope these edges. That way it's a softer drop, softer slope instead of a straight drop off. They're going to come along here with a dock off of this tree kind of and put a swimming hole kind of right here. So I'll set y'all up on a little time lapse and let you watch me slick that top off. Y'all stay tuned, guys.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing.
I about ran y'all over. I forgot about you. Good thing I didn't. But I got all this inside sloped up, guys. I'm gonna end up tracking all this in. It's so wet and soft, a good time to track it in. And then I'll probably take the excavator and grab this topsoil and grass and lay it up here on top of the dam. And that way it'll grow grass and hold the dam better. But getting everything slicked up, I'm gonna still go down there and slick that little swimming hole up and put some topsoil on that stuff up there I'd laid up there. Wanted to get it knocked out. I probably did a little more than I should have, but I wanted to make sure everything was slicked up and looked nice. And he wanted a hole dug down here, which y'all saw me dig some of that out, and give him a little swimming area down here. I think he's going to make a dock coming off this tree right here. That'll be their shade. And then like a little swimming hole right here. It's roughly about 8 foot deep, that hole is. I would have liked to have got it all that deep, but just time permitting and the size of it and everything, money permitting, I didn't get to do that. But I think for what it cost, he's got a nice little pond here. He said springtime maybe come back and do some more, you know, depending on everything, if it's caught any water or not. But I got this hill, the dam freeboard tracked in. I brought all the dirt up, topsoil up from the backside. It's got all the grass in it. That's a lot of Bermuda grass right here. That's what they call a sprig of Bermuda grass. So I got a lot of that sprigged. He can come in here and trim these tree limbs if he wants to maintain the backside. But I think it turned out really good. Might concern me is the spillway on these types of little dams. I'm gonna tell him all he needs is like one load of some ballast rock to put I made the spillway where it'll come out this end, but in an emergency it'll go around the other way as well. And if you just had some ballast rock, like 3-inch ballast rock, you could put down here to keep it from washing into, washing the dam out. I kind of went in there with a dozer and cut it back towards the east. That way it wouldn't wash into the dam itself. But anyways, maybe it'll follow that contour and stay on the outside. But anyways, guys, I know from this angle may be bad with the sun, but I think it turned out really good. Down in the bottom, it's around 8 foot deep. I'm sorry, 6 foot deep. And then towards the hole, gets down to about 8 foot deep. This stuff was actually pretty darn sticky when I started. It might have went a little faster had it not been so sticky. Y'all saw on the video how it wouldn't come off the blade very well going up these banks and stuff. I'm not sure there's any fix to that. It's just gonna be sticky material. But I never hit any material that, I thought might not hold. Right here we're a good 5, 6 foot underwater. And I think this will be a plenty enough swimming hole for them. It's just gonna silt in a little bit, but it'll be a good little, mainly wants it to swim in, float in, and have a little bit of a, just for some fish, perch, mainly just perch. This is kind of like a, I don't know, it's kind of like clay-like, caliche-like. There's no rock in it, so I don't think you'll have any trouble holding any water anywhere. Hopefully he can get some grass established before it comes a big rain, but all this I kind of spread out up here. Hopefully it'll grow some grass now. But anyways, guys, I appreciate y'all watching. Let me know what y'all think. Leave me y'all's comments. If y'all got any tricks to get that mud off the blade better, let me know. But guys, I appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, guys. We'll see y'all on the next one. God bless.